This is the cut-through pass from Lake Henderson to Lake Spivey. Lake Henderson would actually be back under the bridge. Let's go under 44. Beautiful lake. It is right there. Go right up to Liberty Park. Get out and park. Let the kids play. They got a little restaurant there now. Pretty good pizza. I live on Lake Spivey over there. They have the Big Bass Classic here every year. Seems to be a tough lake to fish sometimes, though, I tell you. I think it's because they spray it so much, killing the grass. I did email some of the city management, park directors, and ask them about stocking the lake. I didn't get no response on that. I think we should. I think a lot of people would even be willing to donate to it. I know I would. Or how about if they have bass tournaments, putting some of the winning proceeds toward stocking the lake? I bet the bass tournament guys would have no problem with that one. But if you've not fished the Big Bass Classic in March, I suggest you do. It's not that much to enter, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a $1,000 prize every hour for the biggest bass of the hour. Then another $1,000 for the biggest bass of the day, and they got the one for the ladies, the biggest bass the ladies caught. That's $1,000. So you could potentially win several $1,000s. Isn't God's creation beautiful? I tell you. It really is. Amazing. What I love, and I should have turned a video on earlier today, was I get out here before the sun even thinks about coming up, when it's pitch black dark. And I get out on the lake in the water and then watch the world come alive as the sun cracks over the side of the earth. It starts lighting up the sky first. That's when you'll start to hear some birds singing. Then you'll start to hear fish hitting top of the water. To me, it's amazing to see. That's what I love about Genesis. You read Genesis where God created the heaven and the earth, everything that he made, he said, it is good. He created the earth and the firmament, it is good. He created the water and divided the waters and created the animals, and he said, it is good. Created the light from the day, he said, it is good. And at the very end, after he had created everything, he said, and it is very good. I love that. God gave us the earth to enjoy. He said, go forth, multiply, subdue it. But it's interesting to me that even though it was perfect back then, there was no sin in the world, there was no disease, no sickness, no heartache, none of that thing, there was still work. They took care of the garden. So there's still work to be done. But it wasn't work like we know work. It wasn't hard sweat and toil, because after sin came in, that's when he said that you'll bring forth your fruit by the sweat of your brow. In other words, you're going to have to work hard. You're going to have to earn it. It's not going to be easy. But he did give us to enjoy. The simple things in life. Going fishing, going hunting, going for a walk on the park, going for a bike ride. To me, those are the best. So this is Lake Spivey here. I live right back over in that way on the lake. Eden Park boat ramp. Caught a few bass there right at the boat ramp. Yeah, I've caught some chunky bass over there on Little Lake Henderson, they call it. You go under another bridge and you get to Little Lake Henderson. There's a grass line over there that usually puts out one or two good ones. And you can run around here and do a cut through, and there's another lake. If you got an airboat, there's airboat canals everywhere. You can go from here all the way to Hernando up to the burger station. If that's what you want to do. Hang on, we're gonna skin out for a minute. I always enjoy that. Even if you don't catch nothing, it's just awesome to be out here. Feel the breeze and go for a ride. But one day the earth will be back like it was when it was Adam and Eve. It'll be perfect again. Talking to my dad about that, and he said, "Do you think we'll be able to fish?" I said, "Well, I can't see anything in the scripture that says why you couldn't. It says there'll be a sea of crystal in heaven. But that's heaven back on earth. It's going to be like when God created it." think there's going to be a lot less water on the earth in that time. Because according to what you read in Scripture, the earth was wrapped in a sheet of water all the way around it, which I'm sure acted like a greenhouse and blocked all of UV rays and only let the light in. But when God flooded the earth, I forget what percentage of our earth is ocean. It's a huge amount though. Imagine how much room there'd be without it. I don't know how far down you can go in this canal. I've not went past the next lake. That's one thing I can say about Florida. I think it's so unique is we're almost like an island on three sides. We're connected on one side, but we got a lot of fresh water. Lake Okeechobee, that thing's huge. And this is what I know. This is why I grew up here. The only time we left was we spent 4 years in Utah when I was a kid. I've been here all my life. No cypress knees. I remember when people would cut them and make lamps out of them, drill a hole in it, put a light bulb on the top. Or they'd build their house out of cypress. Bugs don't eat cypress. Such a beautiful day. Humidity's came down some. We're gonna go under this bridge to this next lake, and that is Eden Drive. I do believe that we're gonna be driving under. There's one for sale. two-story house. Go up here on this point, see if we can catch a few. The water's rose a lot. If you know anything about fishing, you know fish love new water. You can find out where it's flooded in the woods or whatever, that's where they're gonna go. Cause it's, oh, we got a 3 foot. September, the fish started getting real finicky. Found wads of them over there on Lake Henderson on the radar. Couldn't get them to bite nothing. That's from Omega Custom Tackle. That's one of the best bladed jigs, chatterbait, whichever you want to call it, that I've seen. It's got that swivel in the middle, and that thing darts all over the place. But check them out, Omega Custom Tackle. That's the Rapture jig there. They make some cool stuff. They got the Salvation jig, Rapture jig. They got some of the highest quality stuff I've seen. The other one I like is J3 Fishing. Check them out. It's Jason, Jackie, and Jesus, J3 Fishing. He's got a bladed you can put on front of anything. It's the only one on the market like it.